Landing and man.
When President Joe Biden announced he would not seek re-election in 2024, he became the first president since Rutherford B. Hayes in 1881 to step aside after serving just one 4-year term in office. Two other 19th century presidents also retired after a single term, the ailing James Polk in 1849 and the failing James Buchanan in 1861. 4 presidents in the 20th century came to office after the death of their successors and completed a partial term followed by one 4-year term of their own. Theodore Roosevelt, Calvin Coolidge, Harry Truman and Lyndon Johnson. So, in one way or another, 7 presidents have passed the torch instead of standing in the next election. But it is not always a winning strategy for the incumbent party. Polk was a Democrat, but he was succeeded by Zachary Taylor of the Whig Party, a forerunner of the Republicans. Buchanan was also a Democrat. He was also replaced by the first Republican president, Abraham Lincoln. Hayes was a Republican and he did manage to pass the torch to another Republican, James Garfield. And 2 early 20th century Republicans managed to keep the presidency in their party. Roosevelt in 1909 was succeeded by William Howard Taft, and Calvin Coolidge in 1929 was followed into the White House by Herbert Hoover. But that is where the run of luck ends. When Truman stepped aside in 1952, his Democratic successor, Adlai Stevenson, lost in a landslide to Dwight Eisenhower and lost again 4 years later. And when another Democrat, Lyndon Johnson, made way for his Vice President, Hubert Humphrey, in 1968, Republican Richard Nixon won the presidency. And nobody has tried to pass the torch again for more than half a century until now. We'll soon see how that works out.